Welcome, friends, to Farm Fresh Designs 59. Today is the day for the new IOD spring collection, and I'm so excited to be able to show you all of it. So let's get started. Okay, friends, so here is our first inlay. It's called the Lattice Rose Inlay, and it is beautiful. And what I love about it is that all of these pieces blend together just so seamlessly. And there's 8 pages, 12 by 16, 2 of each. And remember, with the paint inlays, you can use them up to about 3 times. And the more you use them, the more like faded they're going to be, but it's going to be more vintage looking. And so it's really kind of cool. And I will have a video coming out today that's going to highlight 3 projects from this particular inlay, and I can't wait for you to see it. So that is our first inlay. So the next 2 inlays are fairly similar, but this is the Petite Floor Pink, and this is the Petite Floor Red. So if you're a red kind of girl, then this would be one for you. And look at the detail. Isn't that beautiful? You can see it, just it's a little bit of lattice work on it. And look at all these little extra pieces that you can do at corners. And look at this, you could put like monograms in that, but there's so much to it. Now with the Petite Floral Pink, which you know I'm all about pink girls. So I love this one because it's got pink and green in it. And it's also got that same lattice work behind. And later on, you're going to see a stamp that's got lattice work in it. But this is awesome, and I just love it. And you know that I love the frames mold. So when I saw those little parts of the inlay, I just loved it automatically. And look at all of these little pieces that you get. So those are the other 2 inlays. And remember, they can be used multiple times. Okay, so my first mold is called the Conservatory Labels. Look at these. Now, let's think about it. This is a 6 by 10 mold. So these are going to be small. And you're like, oh my gosh, Myra, those are kind of small. How are we going to get anything on them? Well, of course, you know the sisters solved that problem. But think about it. These are good for like flower pots, canisters, all sorts of labels, and it's going to be perfect with the stamp that I'm getting ready to show you. But even look at this one with this rounded piece. You can put a monogram in that, or you know what, I bet you there's some sort of other piece in another mold. I'll have to go digging for it to see what could actually go inside of that. But you know I'm going to be all about this one, because anything that's like a framed mold is just so perfect. But look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I'm so excited about this one. Okay, this one is to die for. Okay, so remember, I just got through showing you this mold. Now, here are the stamps that can go on it. Now, they've kind of really broken what they normally do, or that's not a good word. They have switched it up, and there's going to be 4 sets of stamps. Now, let me just tell you how cool this is. Each of these is a 6 by 6, and normally the stamp sets are 12 by 12. So it's really going to break it down into some smaller sets. You have 4 fonts. And look, even you've got the Roman numerals right there too. Then you've got all these labels down here. And look at this. This already even has some script on it. And look at these little hands that point. And there's more script down there. Just, this is amazing. And then you've got this little piece right here that will circle around. And then you've got these little florals, swags right there. But this is what is so cool about this stamp set. You're going to get it in a pack. And then within that pack, there's going to be 4 different envelopes with each stamp set in it, which is going to help tremendously when it comes time to making sure that they go back on the thin mount, and so that you don't lose them. So that is huge, and I can't wait for you to see that part of it. But these stamps are wonderful. These are just the thing that a lot of people have been looking for. They want some small alphabet letters, and they are going to just be amazing with these labels. And if you have, I'm sorry, I had to stop and cough. If you have never stamped into a mold, oh, it is so easy, and it doesn't mess up your stamps at all. And I will be doing that on some upcoming videos. So I can't wait to show you how easy it is to do that. But these alphabet pieces are going to be perfect for these. Super excited. So if you like the alphabet, I would make sure that you got the mold to go with it, because it's so awesome. And then, of course, this can be for a gazillion other things as well. Okay, so the next mold, I can't say that word. Is it faux bois? I don't know. I took Spanish in high school. But look at these pieces. Bamboo and all of these natural limbs that come off. You can see them all right here. Aren't those amazing? Look at the detail on that. And look at those little knots on that limb. And these are like little corner pieces and cross pieces. Now, let's just think about it. All of those nature-inspired molds that have come out recently will be perfect with this and the entomology transfer set. But this is wonderful. And I can't wait to, like come up with more things with this. Plus, I love my trims molds. So really, these can be more trims that you can use to frame things with. And then you could use those little cross pieces at each end. It's going to be awesome, and I love it. All right, let's look at this mold. Look at that greenery. Isn't that awesome? And it's just some longer pieces. And remember, IOD likes to do the symmetrical molds. So this will match this. This will match this, and so on. So remember, you can do things like two-sided, or, when you make it more 3D. That's one option. But what I love about this and what they describe about this is you can like layer one on top of another and put another one on top and put another one on top. You don't have to just stick with this, and it's going to be wonderful, because look how this kind of curves around, and then you've got more curling right here. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to use this particular mold. And besides, it's just good old greenery, which we're always looking for greenery to add with our molds. All right, look at this next mold. This is awesome. It's called the Specimens mold. And it's all these different beetles. Look at those. Now, you might be thinking, bugs? Oh my gosh, Mara, I hate bugs. Well, I'm not a fan of bugs either, because I live out in the country, and we have lots of our own bugs and critters and creatures all over. We have woods around our house, so there is never a short supply on bugs. So when I first saw the mold, I thought, gosh, I just had a mental block. What am I going to do with this? Because, I do a lot of things that are kind of girly girl. And so I thought, this is going to be perfect for my grandson, because he likes bugs. And also, if you are a science teacher, just think about what you kind of like the displays that you can make to put up on your wall in your classroom. These are also going to be perfect at Halloween if you're real into that kind of scary bug, kind of gothic Halloween kind of things. Just can you imagine what it would be like making just like a little pot, and maybe like taking one of these, having them kind of crawl up over that pot? Wouldn't that be just hilarious? But I can't wait to show you what I'm going to do with these, because, if you've listened to me before, a lot of my ideas come when I'm driving down the road, going to pick up my granddaughters. And it just kind of hit me like, oh my gosh, I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. And I was so excited. And now I cannot wait to use this mold. It is going to be so much fun. So if you're on the fence about this one, make sure to watch for my upcoming video, which not sure when it's going to be, but after you see my video, you might think, okay, she convinced me, because it is going to be so awesome. And I cannot wait to show you what I'm going to do with this. Okay, now look at this mold. It's called Invitation Only. Look at these little creatures. They're, you know, kind of up on a little pedestal, and they're just real whimsical, and I love them. So here's a cat. Here is a deer, because, you know, I love deer a lot. And then you've got the dog. Oh, look at that little nose on that dog. I love it. And then you've got, I think it's a wolf. Don't quote me on it. But look at those. Are those not the cutest things? And remember, it's got this little pedestal up underneath it. So, you know, those little labels that we made, you could do something like a little shadow box with this up underneath it. And you could put a label right here. And you could put the name of your dog there, or your cat. Well, I don't know if you have any of you have wolves as pets, but I'm thinking probably no. But still, is that not so cute? And of course, you know, I love the deer. And I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to show you what I'm going to do with this. When I saw this, I loved it. And the possibilities are endless with this. And remember, the deer at Christmas is going to be so wonderful. And, you know, at Halloween, if you're into the spooky Halloween, you know, the wolf, or, you know, you could do like a little scenery if you could find some graphics with Little Red Riding Hood. Wouldn't that be just so hilarious? I love it. So that is the last of the molds. Okay. So the second step, remember the other one was the alphabet, but the second stamp I'm going to show you is called the mercantile. Oh my goodness, look, we have a grain stripe on this one. And remember, if you don't want those wider stripes, you can always kind of put, you know, mask it off or use some painter's tape, you know, to make it whatever you want it to be. Then you've got a horse, cow, rooster. You've got some like wordage. You've got some little swirly pieces. You've got this little laurel kind of wreath thing. You've got some other little pieces. Look at this right here. Isn't that awesome? Then you come down here, because this one has 2 sheets. And then you've got different words. You could, you know, you could just leave that out. Or you could take off this quality grains, and you've got something about palaces and put the crown on top. You've got the wheat. You've got numbers on it. This is awesome. It can be farmhouse or French country. This is just going to be wonderful. And I'm super excited about that grain stripe, because that goes with so much. And look at this pillow. And remember, the IOD ink is, you know, you can use that on fabric. So I can't wait to show you some of the things I'm going to make with this particular stamp set. It's going to be great. And that's 2 sheets, 12 by 12. Okay, so the next stamp set, once again, it's 2 sheets, 12 by 12. But look at this. We've got some cloches. We've got bird cages. We've got more down here. Then we have feathers, nests, clocks, butterflies, little floral pieces, more birds, books, and then like a little cup. Think about it. You could take one of these little eggs and stamp it right on top of that little cup. Then you've got the fronds right here, more books, some kind of wildflowers that you could put in there. Then you've got this little bird on the string. And then, okay, I'm going to turn it upside down. Look at that. You could stamp that, and then you could take one of those, the little invitation only molds, and set that up on top of it, like he's sitting up on top of that little pedestal. But isn't that awesome? And there's so many possibilities. And if this is kind of like the Portobello Road, there's always going to be mask that you can use so that you can cover up these pieces. So if you really like this cloche, but you don't want those eggs inside, you just use the mask to kind of, you know, I think they may be separate. They're probably little separate pieces on that. But on this one, let me explain a little bit better. Okay, on this one, see this right here with the birds, which is this bird? What you do is you stamp the bird first. Then, once it dries, which that doesn't take very long, you put the mask on top of it. And then, that mask is covering it up so you won't mess it up. And then you stamp the bird cage on top of that. So that way you don't have the lines from the bird cage going over your birds. It's really, really easy to do. But this is awesome. And especially with the spring and even into Christmas. Oh my goodness. Oh, and there's another bug. So this one is just so awesome. And I can't say the name, so I'm not going to try to butcher it up. But I'm so excited about this one too. But it's 2 sheets, 12 by 12. Oh my goodness. This is the last stamp set. 2 sheets, 12 by 12. So this is the first sheet and this is the second sheet. Now remember in that paint inlay, there were some inlays that were in like a little frame and it had a lattice work behind it. How perfect would this be to stamp it on top of that paint inlay? You'll have to kind of mask it off and all that kind of stuff, but it'll be really easy. But think about that. This is so perfect because we have our kindest regards and we have our Le Courrier. So now we have another really amazing background stamp. Well, look at this. Bamboo. Where did we see bamboo before? Ding, ding, ding. We saw it in that mold. And then all of these little pieces, some of these even look like little pieces of dainty flourishes. So you've got the stamp right here. But let's just say you wanted to stamp the background, but you wanted to add molding on top of it. So easy. Or you can put this on top of it. It is going to be so much fun to use this one. But 2 sheets, 12 by 12. Okay, my first transfer set is called the Collage de Floors. And look at all of these beautiful flowers. Now, it's 8 pages, 12 by 16. So if you can imagine 12 by 16, some of these flowers are going to be pretty large. But that's okay. Sometimes we just want that individual big flower. And oh my goodness, look at the variegated stripes on that one. Oh, my mother-in-law would have loved that one. It's so pretty. And of course, I love anything neutral. And then you've also got the greenery to go behind it. You've even got some blue. I've not seen a lot of blue florals, so that's really awesome. And then you've got some more up here, which kind of looks like some berries. Then you've got, let me see, you've got, I want to say, did I see a bird in here? Maybe it's another transfer set. Yep, I guess so. But this is so awesome. And remember, all of these transfers, you can always use them in so many ways. You don't have to use them like what the picture shows. You can just mix and match a lot. Okay, this is the transfer set I was thinking about. This one is called that, something de roses. Joie, I'm not sure. I don't know how to say it. Sorry, I don't speak French. But look at all these flowers. Oh, and look at that. Mandarin oranges kind of tucked in all of these. And you've got a bird there, and a bird there, and a butterfly. And you've got this little label right there. So stunning. And there's even a little butterfly tucked in there. Well, if you're like me and you have a gazillion molds, I do have the butterfly mold. And I've got, you know, the different birdsong mold, and the primitive mold has a bird on it. But there has been a time before where I've had a transfer set and there's just a little bit left here and a little bit left there. And I put all of the pieces together on a tray and you would have never known that I pieced it together. So never feel like you're stuck with using it just one way, but look at the colors. Oh my goodness. Are you ready? Look at this transfer set. Look, it's called Lover of Flowers. At least that's in English and I can read it good. Oh my goodness. It's 8 by 12. You've got all of this florals and greenery, but what is so awesome is you have all of these sweet poems that you can add. You could use this floral and then do something else with it, or you can just take this page, put it in a frame, you know, bada bing, bada boom, you're done. And you have got a gorgeous print. Then you could just kind of mix and match. This is an amazing piece. And, you know, with Mother's Day coming up, if you wanted to give your mom like a pretty print, well, why not make it a transfer? But look at that. And then you could use it on like little tags. You can use it on books. But look, they just simply put that in a really decorative frame. But isn't that gorgeous? This is the first time I've seen something like this. So I'm super excited. So 8 pages, 8 by 12. Okay, so I'm coming back to this inlay to finish up the video. This is the one that you'll be seeing a video from me today using this particular inlay. So unfortunately, all of my stuff is not going to get to me until tomorrow. But I was able to snag this inlay set ahead of time. John L. from Decoupage Central was able to go ahead and get it to me. I'm an affiliate for her. And so I have got 3 pieces coming up on a video today, so I can show you how you can use an inlay not once, but 2 times. And if I can get something together, I might be able to show you how to do it 3 times. But these are so versatile. Okay, so I'm going to finish up the video. What I want you to do is to, you know, be thinking while you've watched this video, what do you like? What do you want? The inlays are the only ones that are going to be a limited release. Everything else is not going to be limited. And so I'm going to drop my affiliate link for Decoupage Central in the description box below. If you are interested in any of these products, I would say go. Go now and go get the ones that you want. And you're going to start seeing a lot of creators putting out videos in the next week, and you're just going to be blitzed with all of these wonderful creations with all of the new products. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what everybody else is doing. But I'm excited about what I'm doing. And currently, I'm prepping pieces to get ready. When I found out what all of the different pieces were, I have taken notes. I've already been deciding what I'm going to do with it. I constantly look at those pictures and think, what else can I do? What else can I do? So this release is just amazing. Okay, so I'm going to quit my jabbing. I'm going to get off, go to my affiliate link for Decoupage Central, and order what you want. John L's going to start packing as soon as those orders start coming in. And then later on today, I'm going to have a video with this particular inlay. It will probably be a little bit later in the afternoon because you're going to watch my video. Then you might go watch somebody else. You might go to the IOD sisters video. You're probably going to see people who actually have those pieces right in stock. But it just kind of worked out that I'm not going to be able to get my products until tomorrow, but that's fine. So I hope you enjoyed all of these pieces. I am so excited about sharing with you all the things I'm going to make. So I hope that you have a wonderful day and get ready for all of our new IOD pieces. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit like and subscribe to my channel and go to my affiliate link for Decoupage Central and pick up all the wonderful pieces and be watching for my video this afternoon. Have a great week. So if you enjoyed the video today, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel and go to Decoupage Central in the affiliate link below in the description box to pick up your new IOD products. Have a great day.